And welcome back. It's been a bit. We are down a few players, but we shall gain them back over time. So, first, we have to play the intro.
True lies, cat's cries, late at night on the run, magic ties, fallen eye, the moon shines down. Careful who you trust, if only you must stay alive with them. Take your time, solve the crimes. It's better off when you're gone.
And welcome back. So, now, we invite our old friend, the radio announcer, back. Last time on the Unsung City, the Bianchi family had fun training Dimitri, of which he received many bruises. Meanwhile, Shamrock reunited with his menagerie. Formerly gained a new quest from his god, and the team starts plotting their next moves in the underworld. Now we see what they find out in the Unsung City. So, we are back.
We are back.
Back we are.
All right. Um, um,
So I guess we are gonna
Yeah,
yeah,
so,
investigate things, right?
yeah,
yeah,
right.
what do you guys want to do?
Uh,
I
I I was gonna try and investigate what the other crime families have been doing around Chicago. That was the plan.
yeah, I guess I might as well go with him for as muscle just to make sure he doesn't get into too much of a spot.
You will mention the fact that one of the crime families turned people's skin blue. Remember that? That's a
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah,
happened.
Was that? I thought that was the
Just
inspector guy.
No.
Because didn't he poison all the drinks in our speakeasy?
yeah, he did something.
It was the
And he threatened us. And he
lead.
threatened like, "Oh, I hope this doesn't end up like all the blue people with our when he was there."
I'm not gonna lie to you, that was one of the episodes I fell asleep during the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
he
I
definitely
was not
threatened.
awake.
Yeah,
I remember listening to it on the VOD, but I don't remember it that good.
You guys
That's chill.
definitely believe him to be involved. And Maria got some confirmation that he was behind what happened. You, however,
Okay.
are
We don't.
yeah, so you are positive through Maria that he is trying to do something on a much larger scale, although Mr. Frost was unable to finish his sentence.
Right, and we learned that he needed the things from the ritual. Or Maria learned that he needed some things from a ritual that he's missing. But I don't
Yes.
think Maria knows that we have those things, and none of us know.
No, because none of you talk to each other.
Yeah, and none of us
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Hmm.
So none of us actually know this in character.
That can be fixed, but it's much funnier if you just keep bumbling around each other.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Edwin, I guess, I don't know what day it is since what we were doing last, returning from our time in wherever we were, Arizona. Uh, but he's gonna start investigating the other crime families to see. He's gonna do it like very subtly. Try and
Personally, I feel like we should focus on the Falcones and Lucianos and seeing where they are at this point.
Edwin's gonna take probably a couple days to investigate every crime family
Yeah.
nearby. He's gonna do it very quietly, just like watching in disguise from around the city and just like observing and seeing what people are doing.
All right.
Dimitri could try to help, but Dimitri is a very big, conspicuous bear man, which concerns me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was going to see if outside of our known area and see what's going on in the market area.
Yeah, you could do that. That would be good.
Like we talked about.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Once the issues are resolved that the GM is dealing with, we will do
Yeah,
that,
no,
I
continue.
suppose.
I am listening to you.
Yeah.
All right. Then I guess Edwin, he'll sometime in the morning. I don't know what time it is right now. He will
What time would you like it to be when you leave?
in the morning. He's gonna kind of get himself disguised. He's gonna try and like dress himself up and make him look like somebody else.
And rather than doing my sparring with Cleo, I'm probably going to get up real early and scout out and see if anybody's trying to muscle in onto the market area.
Okay, so you're just kind of walking around the market area?
Seeing is
Which of us are you talking about?
yeah.
So Dimitri is just kind of walking around gathering rumors.
Yeah.
And Edwin, you were going to try to, like, explain
Scope
to me
out.
how
He's
you're
gonna
scoping
go
out.
into disguise, and he's gonna go kind of into the territory of these different families, and he's gonna try and go to places that he know people are gathering, and try and like listen in and catch rumors and see what he can hear about what's going on, and maybe see people moving around. Since Edwin kind of has an eye for that kind of a thing, I would figure he would
Okay.
try to identify people that are working with these families by tracing them away from more central territory that we know they already have to see, okay, where are they going? Where are they expanding into? Stuff like that. Does that make sense, or am I
Yes.
okay?
Uh,
And I think I'm going to have him put on each day that he does it. He's going to do a different disguise.
And I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to use my Streetwise feature from my thug background in order to get advantage on gathering intelligence on the
Okay.
layout in my area.
So are you guys coordinating, or are you just both going off?
I think we haven't discussed this, but I think Edwin will see Dimitri in the morning and will approach him and be like, "You're up rather early. Are you doing
I'm
anything
usually
today?"
I'm usually up this early, but yes, I have plans today.
Oh, really? So do I. Where are you going?
I was thinking about scouting the market areas to a certain extent, seeing since that I was hoping to talk to you about possibly moving in there once we get a thorough understanding of what's going on in the area.
Well, yes, that would be rather wise. I had planned to do that, but I want to investigate the other families first and see
Oh,
what they're planning. So perhaps we can convene after we've both looked into this and share what we know.
that would be best. I've got some contacts, and I do know. I I'm I'm decent at spotting what's going on. So
I was going to look at the Falcones' territory today first,
that
since
would
they're
be
the ones that
best.
have the most reason to be upset with us,
Mm-hmm.
That would
and
be
then
best.
move
Yes.
on from there to see what
I would
everyone else is
advise
doing.
checking out what I would advise what them. It'd be best to figure out where they're moving and what territory they're trying to move in on. If we
That's
can
what
get
I
a
thought too.
if we can get a grasp on the market territory first, then
Yes, well, if you're going to look into the market, then that does save me some time. So I'll focus on the areas away from the market that are more isolated.
all right.
Okay, so you're doing a combination of listening to rumors and people watching.
Yeah.
So let's say, how long do you want to do this for?
Pretty much until I'm doing this until I'm needed at that because I did offer uh assistance with the job on what's his name. I'm doing this until I'm needed for that.
Job on what's his name?
I forget the details. With the spider, the spider goddess.
Althorn,
Yeah, Althorn.
Hallcross.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I offered my assistance for that, but until I'm needed for that, I'm going to
We'll
be
put
doing.
that on hold until Charles gets here, if Charles
Yeah.
gets here. Due to uncontrollable circumstances,
Yeah.
Charles may not be here tonight. So
That's fine.
yeah, we'll just postpone that. However, okay, so Dimitri, as a rule, would know, like, okay, if I'm out and about, I need to stop at some point to, go do other things. So, do you want to do this until the afternoon?
Probably until
2 hours have passed?
I'm probably going to actually take off of my day job for today
Okay.
and give them a call forward.
Okay.
Take one of my sick days.
Okay. What are those? Anyway. Yeah.
True.
You tell him that you've had an unavoidable
Family
issue,
situation. Yeah.
and you'll be in tomorrow, and you're a good worker, so your boss is understanding, and he says, okay, but don't make a habit of it.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then, so you are free for the day, as
All
long
right.
as you don't go near the construction site and have people see you not attending to family.
Yeah, I'm avoiding the major construction sites. We do, but we're working on.
So you're gonna stay. So Dimitri is staying around this area,
Yeah, around there.
and Edwin is going into the Falcone territory.
Yep.
Today he's doing Falcone, and over the next 5 days he'll go into each of the different major
Okay.
crime family territories.
Okay. I don't want to just jump all of you forward 5 days.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So we'll focus on Falcon for this session.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
What's yeah. Um.
Looking at the map. Oof. Okay. I kind of drew up a map assuming you guys were going to do all of them, but okay. We can work with this. It'll just be more difficult for me.
We were going to do all of them, but you suggested.
Well, I suggested you find a reasonable stop time so I knew how many hours of rolls to make you do.
Oh, well, okay,
Like,
yeah.
if you say we're gonna go for 6 hours, I'll do like a roll every hour. If you say we're doing 30 minutes,
we're
then
going to
it's
stop for
4
lunch. I assume my character's stopping for lunch at least.
Yeah, Edwin, I mean, he's going to be trying to be inconspicuous and tailing people and seeing, what the movement is kind of each of the families he goes to. But he's not going to be doing it all day for 5 days.
So yeah, about the early morning for today is what I'm doing, like to
Okay.
midday.
So let's say you guys are doing about 3 hours worth of investigation. So
Yeah,
go
that sounds
ahead
fair.
and
That's fine.
Do me 3 investigation rolls. With
Let me-
advantage. Each of you has justified enough to get advantage in my book. Best. Pretty good. Okay.
2 29s and
Woo!
a 13. I don't like that 13.
Wait, 3, right?
3 of them, yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, so did my music just stop? Oh, it's just really quiet.
That's a bit better.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys walk around a little bit, gather in some rooms. So let's start with Edwin. So Edwin,
Yes.
you have brazenly gone into the Falcone territory
In
under
disguise.
the disguise of a disguise.
A large, round man
Disguise
with
as
a big,
John
bushy
Johnson,
beard.
who does job at place.
Yeah.
A foolproof alibi, I am sure. And you head out, and so the Falcones are known for their gambling halls.
Yep.
So you're heading to one of their, not the biggest one, obviously, but like one of the moderately busy casinos. Or at least you think it's a casino, and then you come in, and it's actually a place where they bet on horse races.
Oh.
How much does Edwin
Interesting.
know about horse races?
He probably knows a little bit about horses, like racing horses, but probably
So
not a ton about
nothing
racing
about the
them.
Kentucky Derby then.
No, basically nothing about
Okay.
Kentucky Derby.
So
He'd probably know a little bit just like tangentially from hearing other English people talking
like-
about like horses.
it's like
You'd
pop
know
culture
about
knowledge.
equestrian and not about racing.
So you would know
Yeah,
like
I would say
horses
that.
are raced and it goes around in a circle, but you wouldn't know like who's the favorite and all this other stuff.
He would know nothing about that.
Okay, so you walk in and there's just this huge wall. Almost the entire wall is taken up with this chalkboard where someone is floating up a bit of chalk and is writing out numbers frantically. It almost looks to you like someone's updating a ledger almost, because it's got rows and columns and names and numbers with decimals that are completely archaic to you, or arcane to you. You have no idea what any of this is. It's very opaque, and there's people pushing each other and shouting and holding up tickets and bags of money and stuff like that. And you're just like, what did I walk into, huh?
Yeah, Edwin is going to be very confused, and he's going to look around. He's going to spend maybe like 30 seconds trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the big board with all the numbers before giving up and deciding, okay, well, I'm not here to bet on horses or whatever I'm doing. So I'm going to start looking for people that look like they're here for other reasons aside from the horse racing. Maybe they look like they work here. Maybe they look like they're here for other business.
Most of the people who are working here are in the process of trying to take bets and listen to all of the many people who are shouting at them, as a radio in the corner is talking at a very like the Micro Machines man speed about
Perfect.
and it's Silver Bullet, Silver Bullet, and it looks like Red Nose is coming in. Oh no, he's been overtaken by Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet. Oh, it's Wind Speed. Oh, he crosses the finish line, and a lot of people are like, and money's changing hands. Some people are very happy. Some people are very disappointed. The numbers start changing on the board as the next race is lined up. You do see in the corner a group of pale figures talking in low voices.
Okay. Let me see. Would I be able to get closer without them noticing and like maybe hearing what they're saying?
How good is Edwin at stealth?
Not amazing.
What's his number?
I got a +5 on stealth.
Okay, so your passive stealth would be enough for you to move probably to within earshot.
Okay.
But you wouldn't be able to get any closer than that.
That's fine. I just want to listen, maybe hear a little bit of what they're saying.
I told you, Vasily, this place is nuts. Calm down, Sasha. We're here on business. I don't see why we had to meet here. We are waiting for Turk on Red Cloak, as you know, and he is going to be here soon. Or he better be.
What was that name? I'm sorry.
Durgon Red Cloak is what I heard.
Durkan Red Cloak. As they're talking, a man, a furtive, mousy man, walks in, carrying a very large briefcase. And he walks up to them. Sorry, as he bumps into you, startled, and kind of like brushes you down in case like he got anything on you.
He feels me up for cash. Is that what you're saying?
No, he like bumps into you and he's like, oh, sorry. He's like straightening your suit.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right. You be careful now. I don't know. Say he's gonna kind of check his pockets and make sure his wallet isn't missing.
Oh, it's missing.
Edwin is gonna try to sneakily cast. Charm Monster. Can I do that on him?
I believe so. Charm Monster's the better version of Charm Person.
I'm going to try and sneakily cast Charm Monster on him. And say, oh,
Okay.
excuse me, before he gets away. Excuse me, have you seen my wallet anywhere? I appear to be missing it.
I need you to make me a stealth check to cast it, sneakily.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So does the thing fighting it? Charm. Okay, so charm creature's friendly to you. So he would do anything that a good friend would. He says,
Yeah.
somehow it actually ended up in my pocket. Sorry about that, friend. as he hands it to you.
Oh, that's very silly that happened.
Yeah, you should
Sometimes
be
the
more
craziest
careful,
things.
man.
Oh, thank you. I'll try to be more careful from now on.
Oh,
You have a good day now.
yes, you
I
as
hope
well.
you have good time with your business.
Yes. As he walks off. He walks off to the table with these pale individuals. He sits down. You use the opportunity to slide a few steps closer as you were like walking with him as he was
Okay.
talking. And so you can hear them a little bit clearer now, without having to like listen quite as hard over the din. As like the noise picks up as people are cheering as the next race goes, and taking advantage of this noise, they start talking. Do you have it? Of course I do. Of course I do. Here. As he lays this nice like alligator skin briefcase onto the table, and
Oh.
he slides it over to them, and they like cross their arms and refuse to touch it. What do I look like, a moron? You open it. Oh, very well, very well. And he turns it around and he puts in a combination you can't quite see from this angle and clicks it open. With a snap, both of the latches flip open. He turns it around and opens it. You can't quite see from this angle, but you do see something glittering inside.
Could I when they start opening the briefcase?
You could make a very, very
I was-
difficult like perception check.
I was gonna say, can I try to cast sneakily again, Arcane Eye, and move the eye over to look in the briefcase? Would I need to do another stealth check for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need another. I mean, you're not necessarily like hiding your verbal components because people are shouting, but you are gonna have to hide your somatic components. So do me a stealth check.
Oh.
Do you want to use anything on that?
Can I use a
got
good boy point?
You got 6 of them.
Sure.
Do it.
Do it.
All right.
Oh God.
Come on.
I can't help you there, friend. So you think you did good.
Mhm.
You think you're fine. So you cast the arcane eye, and a sensor. You get like a over the shoulder view as these 2 pale individuals who kind of show up a little off in your vision, in your arcane eye vision. Kind of like motion blur almost, like to use a modern term.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to make out their features, but you can see inside the briefcase quite well is a large quantity of diamonds.
Okay.
A very large quantity of diamonds. If you had to guess, somewhere in the vicinity of 50,000 gold.
Oh wow. All right. I'll pull the eye back and I'm not gonna cancel the concentration on it, but I'm gonna pull the eye back. I know it's invisible and you can't see it or anything.
Yep.
But I'm gonna try and make it so it's a little less
Okay.
obviously watching them, I guess.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah. So they look at it and they turn and grin at each other. From your point of view, you can see. What's your passive perception?
It is 16.
Okay. You notice their teeth are a little sharper than normal teeth. And they grin at each other, and then one closes the briefcase and says,
Okay.
"Very good. And the nervous man says, yes, yes. Do you have the item we requested? And they say, of course we do. And one of them reaches down to a duffel bag, or not a duffel bag, like one of those old school doctor's bags, the ones that kind of hold their shape a little bit, and he places it on the table, and the guy opens it up, looks inside, and closes it quickly. He says,
Okay.
"Excellent. It's been great doing business with you, gentlemen." And is that a concentration? That is not a concentration. Yikes. Okay. So it was like at the wrong angle and too fast for your arcane eye to see it.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's-
it is, he looks very happy, and he says, "Wonderful doing business with you, gentlemen. Hope to see you again." And he stands up and like walks in your direction. You can hear him like mutter to himself, "But not too soon."
Okay.
Just letting you know, your charm monster is not a concentration. It is still in effect.
I know it is. I'm going to follow him.
Okay. So he leaves out, and he, does not appear to be looking around him. He continues walking. Are you leaving your arcane eye in the room?
I'll leave it there for a little bit to see if they do anything else, if anything else is happening
Okay.
on the shady guys.
Okay, gotcha. They appear to be drinking a red liquid, probably wine, maybe, hopefully, out of glasses, and
Okay.
it's probably a Bloody Mary, maybe, hopefully, and they are like toasting their success and their great fortune as like they keep patting the briefcase and looking at it and enjoying themselves. It's getting harder and harder as you are splitting your attention between the arcane eye and walking around tracking this guy.
Okay.
So like you can, like you're decently good. You could probably read lips if you tried, but you can either focus on them or you can focus on the guy you're following, and the other one's just gonna suffer.
Okay.
It's the spotlight problem. Like you can focus in on one issue, on one subject, and everything else is kind of got dim light, or you can widen it. Everyone gets okay light, but you don't get a lot of detail. So it's on you.
Can I want to tail this guy, but I want to kind of on my way out of the building make a note of these people for any like things that they have in common on their dress or anything like
They seem to be
aside from the
wearing-
teeth. Like, is there anything specific about the teeth that I might recognize or be able to identify later? Anything like that?
You feel like you'll be very easily identifying a mouthful of shark teeth.
Okay. Can I maybe determine just from their body language if they seem like their business is done for the day?
They seem pretty relaxed. They feel like they seem like they're celebrating now.
Okay, then I'm gonna cancel the arcane eye and
Okay.
put everything on following the other guy.
Okay, cool. So are you just gonna tail him, or are you gonna try?
I'm gonna tail him
approach
for a
him?
little bit, and then I'm gonna try and come around and cut him off and like accidentally bump into him. And
Okay.
when that happens, I'm gonna try and like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I remember you from the other place over there. I didn't expect to run into you again. How are you?
Oh, hey, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing great. Just wrapped up something for my boss. Oh man, he's gonna be so happy.
Oh, really? What kind of work were you doing? I'm surprised to see people working in a place like that. Do you happen to work at that establishment?
Oh, best friend. No. I was meeting some clients, some business partners, and you gotta entertain them and meet them in a fancy place and stuff like that. You know how it is.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, but he like holds up his like doctor's case, and he like taps it lightly and says, "But now I got this. Everything's good now."
Oh, what is it? Is it something interesting?
Oh man, I shouldn't say.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell anybody. We've just met. I would never tell a soul.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion at advantage.
17 is like good enough.
An attempt was made. Oh, all right, but only a peek.
All right, all right.
As he like looks left and right, and then like leans close to you and opens the briefcase.
What do I?
For like 5 seconds, and then he closes it.
What do I see inside of it?
In that time, you see a large jade pyramid inscribed with arcane symbols.
Okay. Oh shit. What do I do?
And he closes it up, and he sees the look on your face, which he mistakes for you being dumbfounded in amazement. He says, "I know, right? Pretty great."
It's incredible. I'm not quite certain what it is, but it does look very, magnificent.
Yeah, the boss is gonna use it in some big job or something. Oh, shouldn't say too much. Anyway.
Oh, of course. I don't want you to say too much.
Yeah. Loose lips and chips and all that stuff.
Can I? Oh man. Are we in eyesight of a bunch of people?
Oh yeah, you guys are like out on the street.
All right. I'm gonna say, oh well, I should let you get back to your business. I don't want you to be late for a meeting with your boss or whoever you're delivering that to.
Yeah. Old Johnny gets really upset if people are late with their business.
Well, you have a good day. I have my own business to attend to, so I'll speak with you later. Though, what was your name again?
I'm Durkan. Durkan
Ah,
Redcloak.
it's nice to meet you, Durkan. I'm Johnson. It's a pleasure.
Oh, Mr. Johnson. Oh, tell me, are you in the are you in the I mean, obviously you are, but do you procure rare artifacts?
Well, I do take an interest in them, but I don't know that I procure them so much as I know some people who can.
Collect them, perhaps. He like
Collecting
practice
is
motion. He like pulls a business card out of his out of his jacket, and he hands it to you, and it says Durkan Redcloak, acquirer of fine goods.
Oh, I see. Then you and I might have some business together at some other time.
Oh, I think
I
that
do.
we would have a wonderful business relationship. I feel as
Oh.
if we've been friends for years. As he shakes your hand.
I feel the same way. It's so strange. Well, I need to be going now, but I'll give you a call some other time about this.
Yes.
And he'll put the card in his pocket and I'll give you a call some other time about this, but I won't keep you any longer. We'll continue this another time.
Excellent. So
And whenever he walks off, Edwin's gonna follow him and wait for him to not be around other people.
okay. Follow him for a little bit. He seems to go off. He like doesn't seem to be like avoiding tails. He just kind of takes this meandering path that now that you're like thinking about it, actually does cut through the district and go around the busiest parts. So instead of like as opposed to taking a straight line, it actually saves time. As counterintuitive as that sounds.
Okay.
And he ends up heading towards the heart of the Falcone territory.
I don't run into any places where there's like nobody around except for me and him during that time.
You could probably like an alleyway maybe.
Okay. When that happens, I'm gonna cast Sleep at
Alright.
level 5, I guess, on him.
Do that again. Put it in the chat. It's 37 hit points. Ugh.
Yeah.
What's the DC? 15.
For me, it would be 17.
17. Okay. Is that because of your violin?
No, my base DC right now is 17. With the violin, it's 19.
Okay. So you don't have the violin out.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the save for?
I don't think there is a save. I think it's just
Oh, it's just in there.
the health points.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he definitely falls asleep.
Okay,
There's nothing
I'm
I
gonna
can do
go up.
about that. He just
I'm gonna dispel
No, wait,
magic.
just for flavor. Are you
Yeah.
using a pinch of fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket?
I'll use the sand.
Pocket sand.
I'm gonna pull some sand out of my pocket. I'm gonna blow it in his direction and
He goes, whoa, whoa, as he like stumbles a little bit. He goes, oh, whoa, and he like sits down and like grabs his head like, whoa, sleepy. As he starts like his head lolls forward and he starts snoring.
okay. I'm gonna once he's down, I'm gonna run up, cast dispel magic quickly on the briefcase.
Okay.
Just in case there's any magic going on with that. I don't know
At
if
what
there
level?
is. Actually, no. I'm gonna do detect magic on the briefcase
Okay.
just to see if there's magic going on.
Don't go into your spell slots. Okay. Sense the presence. There's definitely some magic on this case.
Okay, I'll do dispel magic at 4th level on the briefcase.
Okay, so that's everything 3rd level and below? Is that 4th level and below?
Choose one creature, object, or magic.
Just link it. Using a spell slot 4th level, automatically and effectively target the spell levels equal to or less than level. Okay, so 4th level or lower. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target. Is it for each spell? Okay, so it's...
So if it's cast at 3rd level, for each spell level
Okay,
3 or
so
lower,
each
it
spell
ends.
Okay,
So
you
if
do
I'm
it on all
casting
of
at
them.
4th level, then it's any spell at 4th level or lower, I think.
Okay, so there's so you feel one spell fizzle away, and a second spell fizzle away, but there's a third one that sticks around that you're gonna have to force.
Do I roll to
10 plus the spell's level, yes. You make an ability
So-
check using your spell casting ability.
Okay.
And because I hate you, I'm gonna use a bad boy point to give you disadvantage on this.
so my spellcasting ability, would that be the same as my spell attack bonus? What would that
No, your spellcasting ability is whatever your class ability. In this case, you are a bard, so it's charisma. So you make a charisma check.
And I don't add proficiency to that?
No, it's just a spellcasting ability check.
Okay.
Or make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Not enough.
Fuck. Can I... do I try and cast it again? Oh, shit.
I would
So yeah, that spell just
permission to give him a recommendation.
sure.
GM?
I mean, it's up to him.
Yeah, I guess.
Personally, my recommendation is to just nab it now and take it somewhere safer than in the street.
Okay.
You do have a cell phone. I'm just saying.
I'll grab the bag, I guess, Oh no,
Okay.
but what if touching the bag is the thing that triggers it? Oh fuck.
Make up your mind. Are you grabbing the bag or not?
I'll put on some like gloves or something, I guess. I don't know if that's gonna help.
We'll see.
I'll put on some gloves and some fabric to try and put some separation between me and the bag, and I'll grab the bag.
Cool.
Um,
Make me a save.
What kind of a save?
I'm going to need a Constitution save, please.
Ugh.
Oh fuck. Can I get advantage on this with a good boy point?
Do
If
it.
you desire.
Okay. Fuck! Come
Oh my
on!
god.
Okay. So let's roll some dice.
Oof.
Uh,
Hey Edwin, how much HP do you have?
Total is 73.
Okay. You take 35 electricity damage.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh!
As
Ow.
you get zapped by the spell as soon as your hand wraps around the handle.
Does the spell go away? Do I hold my grip? What happens after that?
I'm gonna assume that Edwin's smart enough to let go of the handle as soon as it starts zapping him. So,
Just wow, and then
oh, jeez.
let go of it.
And you let go of it, and he's still sleeping because fucking spell duration. For 1 minute.
Yeah. What? My detect magic should still be going. Is he? Is
the
he?
spell is still there.
The spell's still there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use dispel magic again at 4th level one more time on it.
Okay. Because I hate you, I'm gonna make you do it at a disadvantage again.
Oh, fuck.
Make me another charisma check, please.
I thought it was. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry. 17.
much-
all right, all right.
That's much better. Okay, so yeah, you're like, oh, shit, and you're shaking your hand in pain, and you're like, dispel magic, and this time it goes through, and the magic fades. There's a faint glow, a faint aura of transmutation, which your experience tells you may be the pyramid.
Okay.
But the bag itself is no magical effects on it anymore.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna quickly cast modify memory on the guy who's down.
Okay.
That's a 5th level spell. So a creature, he can make a wisdom save. I don't know if he can do that if he's unconscious.
I assume so, but I'll make him do it at disadvantage.
Okay. The DC is 17.
Okay. Woof, not with a 4 on the dice. Yeah.
Okay,
Go
I'm going
ahead
to
with
change
it.
his memory to erase all interactions with me from the memory. He goes, he picks up the bag from the whatever teeth guys. And in this alleyway, they jump him and take the bag back and run away.
Oh, they.
I'm changing his memory to that. I'm gone from his memory. The vampires go, take the bag, leave. And then I'm going to take the bag and dimension door the fuck away from this guy.
Nice.
Towards our territory
Damn.
again.
Oh, Cree!
There's
Oh!
times where your players just kind of like derail what you had planned. Here you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, fuck.
You did it so well,
my
I can't tell
man.
you no. So yeah, you have a second copy of the pyramid now. One much better.
And I'm going to go back and I'm going to dimension door the fuck out, just away, back towards our territory, out of the Falcon territory completely if I can.
Okay. So
And-
you're just abandoning all research.
For now, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, dimension
I
might
need
be
to-
like
Time to get out.
120 feet or something like that.
What?
The Vintage Door is only like 120 feet or something like that. It's not like
It's
across
500
town.
feet. It's 500 feet.
500. Okay, it's still not like across town.
No, I'm just getting away from this guy.
Yeah, like you get like a few straights over.
I need to drop this back in a place that's safe, where they're not going to be able to take it from me.
Okay.
So
I mean, you could always go to our little place in
you
their
go to the
area.
casino, or you could
that's
go
what I was thinking. Was I was going to head there and
Okay.
try and put this into a safe there or something.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the cell phone while I'm heading that way. I'm going to try and quickly walk, but not running. I'm not going to try and make myself look conspicuous. Like maybe I'm late for a meeting or
So,
something.
the way that sending stones work is it's basically your phone is on speakerphone at all times.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll
keep that in
kind
mind.
of I'll kind of whisper in it, and I'll send a message to Shamrock, I guess, and I'll
Uh,
say,
just for giggles, Shamrock, what's your ringtone?
Hmm. I mean, he's probably like not really bothered with like doing any like massive settings on it, so it's probably
Okay,
just
so
the
it's just like the default,
Yeah.
like vibrate and heat up.
Yep.
So you're in the middle of trying to figure out how a coffee maker works when all of a sudden your sending stone starts vibrating in your pants.
Right. Hello?
I'm not. Don't I get to say something first? Isn't that how it works, or is it like just a cell phone?
I think he made them basically like walkie-talkies.
Okay, I'm gonna very quickly say, don't say anything about this. I'm not someplace where I can really talk a lot about anything. I have something. I don't really know what. I got
Chlamydia.
it in enemy territory. Uh, I'm putting it in the casino for now. We should figure out what it is. All right.
All right, I'll make sure to hit the mark on the way back.
Oh, and if I disappear, Durkon was the name of the man who I spoke to.
Extra
And-
cheese, got it.
And then I'm gonna put the sending stone away.
Okay. So you continue to walk.
I want to make sure I'm not getting tailed. Can I keep an eye out for that while I'm
sure.
moving?
Why don't you make me a perception check?
Oh, fuck.
Okay. You don't think you're being tailed. So you continue walking. Tell me, what's Edwin wear when he's going out? What's he put on?
Well, he's in disguise right now, right? He's in a big fat man suit. I think he dressed up to kind of look like someone who was like a manager at a like factory or something like that. Like someone who has money but isn't rich. You know what I mean? I think he wanted to look like someone who would go to a casino but wasn't
just-
like a high roller.
Yeah.
So
Was the
maybe, like,
idea.
upper middle class.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like a fat cat, kind of like bearded, kind of rugged looking guy.
I see.
A little dirty, like his suit's a little bit dirty. There's some like coal or fucking something like that smudges on it or whatever. Like
I want you to answer me honestly on this.
yeah.
Did he remember to bring his passkey?
Yeah, I think he keeps it on him. So he would always keep it on him.
Okay. So you, I'm gonna trust you on this. So you get to the casino area, and you see through the glamour due to your passkey, and you can walk in.
Okay, cool. Do I see people there? Like, what's going on inside?
Oh yeah. So there's, it's like early morning, so it's not doing a roaring business. But this is the pleasure district, if you will. So
Right.
there's some people here playing cards. The slot machines don't really see a lot of business until the nighttime, but there's some people using the pool tables and some other stuff like that. Let's see if we can get to the actual Yeah, okay, cool. So let's put Edwin inside. And let's move everyone else up there. And we move to the casino.
All right.
Yeah, so it's mostly people at the card tables playing cards. There's a few people up at the pool tables doing their due. The stage performers are performing. There's a couple people sitting at the tables by the stage. There's a few people at the Totally Not a Bar.
All right. Edwin is gonna try and like go up to the high roller area upstairs and get to the safe up there because we have a big safe up there, don't?
The safe is there's a safe. There's actually like a vault in the back
Yeah, yeah.
of the casino. That's got like all of the money and everything, but there's a safe for like goods and valuables and stuff like that here.
Okay. I guess I'll go and put this into the vault if I can.
Okay, yeah. You are one of the people who's a member of the family. You are not stopped as you make your way
And
over
I'll take off
say-
my disguise while I'm there. Out of sight of people, I'm gonna take off the disguise.
Okay, I mean, all the staff are Fae, so they
Oh,
see
okay.
your disguise.
Well, I don't know if there's people here who aren't staff that I don't want seeing me
Gotcha.
do this.
Yeah, there's a couple people at the high rollers, but like if you walked up to the clerk and was like, "Hey, I'd like to deposit this in the vault," they'd be like, "Sure, right away," because they
Alright.
can see through your disguise and they know it's you.
Then, yeah, I'll do that. I'll give that to them, and I want to take off my disguise while out of sight of any customers.
Cool. So you like walk around the room to the bathroom or something. Walk around the.
Hey, guess who's here?
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Cream was
I-
just a boss.
My heart is beating very fast.
I'm so proud of
Understand.
you.
I'm proud of him too. Even
Your
though I
first
grade
failed,
Our
death.
like, half
cream.
of my
Being the
time.
cream of our crop.
I
We
may
love
ha-
this.
I may or may not have stopped a ritual to kill the whole city again. So
Holy shit! Great job, dude. I was gone for 2 seconds. That's a lie. I was gone for an hour and a half.
yeah, I went to the Falcone territory to investigate and try and like update our maps on what the Falcones and everyone else, all the crime families were doing. And I tailed a guy who bought another one of those pyramids,
Fucked up. I hate
And
that
he
they
said
can
he was-
just sell those on the street. It's kind of fucked up.
and he was taking it to Johnny. I'm assuming that's Johnny Falcone. I don't know if it is or not. So I knocked him out, dispelled all the magic on the briefcase, and modified his memory so he thinks a bunch of maybe vampires stole it from him
Holy shit.
and then ran away.
Which he bought it from in the first place.
Casually
Yeah.
start a gang war between the vampires and the Falcons.
Yeah. So
Might as well. Shit.
and then I ran to our casino, and so that's where we're at now.
Okay, so Edwin,
Cool.
You place this object in the vault. Is there anything else you want to do while you're here, or do you want to hit the streets again?
I'm gonna talk to whatever Fae here looks like they're in charge of running this place. I want to talk to them.
Okay, there's a Fey Lord up here, being a dealer at the high rollers table. This is actually what's that called? The one where you spin it and you choose black or red.
Roulette?
Roulette.
Yeah.
He's at the roulette table.
I'm gonna kind of whisper to him at some point, if I can. I've taken something from the Falcones. I believe it's valuable to them. I'm not sure if I was tailed on my way back here or not. I don't think I was. But keep an eye on it. I've put it in the vault. Make sure nobody takes it.
I see, sir. We'll make sure that your briefcase is kept safe while you're downstairs enjoying yourself.
Thank you. And then Edwin's gonna head out. He's no longer in disguise right now, so he's gonna head out through the.
Okay, so cool. So you're back downstairs.
He's gonna head out. I'm gonna look around, I guess, the casino while I'm here to like see how things are doing, see what customers we've got here. Do I recognize anyone? Anyone?
So all of these people look the same as the dealers that were there before, but you recognize them as Faye and Glamour,
Okay.
so that it looks like nothing was interrupted. You do recognize the little kobold and the wolf with wings, as well as the leprechaun
Oh, where do I recognize them from?
from the fight in the casino.
Okay, so they're repeat customers. I understand.
Yes. The kobold and the wolf with wings were the ones that went in and healed the dragon.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
And they chased out after it when it ran out.
All right, I'll.
And the leprechaun was just really pissed that he lost all of his money in the fight.
All right. They look like they're just having fun at the casino. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they look like they're just enjoying themselves without causing an issue.
All right, I'm gonna. I guess. Should I approach them?
That's on you.
Oh, you're approaching me?
I think I will. I think I'll go up to them and just like try to check in on how they're doing and be like, "Hello, how are you two doing today? I remember you from before. You've been
Sorry,
customers
man.
here for a while."
Sorry, I don't really recognize you. The leprechaun says, "Yeah, no, fuck off. I'm on a roll." As he flips over his card to reveal two aces, and he splits it and says, "Hit me again."
All right. Well then, I guess.
Yeah. So the
That's right, I
leprechaun is
wasn't
not
do-
interested in talking to you.
But the other two, they're also not interested.
You were not their focus. The dragon was the focus of these two.
And possibly the big bear that fucked up the table.
So
Okay. So
so they're like, "Sorry, I don't really remember you. Where did we
okay.
meet?"
Well, we met here. There was a terrible incident where a friend of yours got hurt. How is he doing? Is he all right?
A friend of ours.
A associate. When in this very club there was an attack not long ago.
Oh, it's you.
Yes,
From the. Oh, yeah. Our friend is doing fine. He's recovering well from his accident.
I'm very glad to hear it.
Yes.
Have you found anything about the man who injured him yet? I hope that he's been caught.
Found out that he died in the car crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Terrible accident. A lot of
I see.
blood everywhere.
Well, I suppose sometimes people get their just desserts.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're enjoying yourselves here, though. Please continue to have fun. I'm very glad to hear that your friend is doing all right.
Yes. And he said, to thank, hold on, let me see if I can remember his words right. He said to thank the fop with the violin for trying to help.
Oh, of course. I'll pass that on to the violinist.
Yes. And, no hard feelings about the accident or anything like that. He doesn't want to start a beef with the
Oh, of course.
Falcons or hold on, who is it again? The Bianchis, right? The Bianchis. He doesn't want to beef with the Bianchis.
Of course. And we obviously don't want any beef with you all as well. I'm just happy that everything has worked out well and that you're all doing well.
Yes.
I'll leave you to your game. I'm glad to see you. Enjoy yourselves.
You as well.
Edwin will walk off. Do I see anybody else of interest? Anyone that might look like they're very important around the club?
There's two men in purple suits. Not sure what that's about. There's a gentleman who you might recognize from like the horse racing scene.
Oh,
You see people dressed similarly over that way.
okay.
Right now, he seems to just be by himself, listening to the thing, enjoying a cold, refreshing glass of not alcohol. Totally not. Promise. There appears to be a gentleman talking to a priest, because reasons.
Weird.
And there appears to be a warforged, what are those called? A shifter.
Oh,
Some form of cat person, and what looks like a pixie or a fairy. They're playing pool. You recognize them as the patrons from the incident, who were just like, God damn it, we were just out to play pool. And
oh, right.
they were just kind of like, yeah, whatever, we're just gonna keep doing our thing. I didn't get involved.
All right. I want to investigate all of these people, but I don't think that I should because I've taken up already too much time.
Okay, well, it's up to
So, yeah, I'll head out and I'll head back to our place for now.
you. Okay.
I don't think I want to go back to the Falcone territory because that guy's awake now and he's told somebody about what happened at this point. So they're gonna be on alert.
Cool.
So I'm gonna head back to our zone.
Okay. Do you want to do me just like one more general gather information, like a diplomacy or an do me an investigation, just a general investigation to see how well you did on gathering. Oh,
Okay.
with that advantage, that's quite good.
Hell yeah.
So, let's see. Okay. So yeah, you feel like you've gotten, over the time that you spent walking around, you feel like you've gotten a pretty good feel for the Falcone area. Let me see if I
Okay.
can't. Oop. See if I can't transfer it between maps.
Ooh.
So that's the kind of approximate Falcone territory.
That's the approximate Falcone territory, yes.
Okay.
They seem to be expanding quite a bit into the Jewish quarter.
All right.
Okay.
So now,
Um,
let's go
yeah.
to Dimitri.
All right.
So Dimitri, you are doing much the similar thing in the market district. So let's
Yeah.
have you tell me a little bit about how you're doing it. Are you just walking around and
I'm keeping an
Listening.
eye out I'm specifically keeping an eye out during the early hours because I generally know that the favorable times for protection racket schemes, that sort of thing, are the early hours and the late hours.
you definitely see quite a few using your underworld contacts ability.
Yeah.
You definitely see the signs. It's not obvious, but you see like perhaps like disguised in the molding of one storefront is the symbol for the Luciano family, and in maybe like made into like carved into the wooden sign. Hey,
Oh.
it's Maria.
Hi,
Maria.
she is not in Discord
exciting
yet.
stuff. I know, I just got excited. Sorry.
So carved into the sign. By the way, do we know what happened to Oh, Gray's in the silent room.
They totally fell asleep. I messaged them like 30 minutes ago to say, "Wake up, Stinky."
Oh,
Oh my
speaking of
god! I just
It's
had
like-
to say it out loud.
No, I
Yeah,
just dragged them in. I dragged them in. Don't
Oh.
worry.
Oh, I see.
I was so excited, Jeffrey. Hi,
Hey,
Jess.
Jess.
Hi, Jess. Okay, so
Hi.
so you see like made into the molding here, or like carved into the shop sign there, or like maybe a little bit of extra like pizzazz on the name on the windows, or something like that, are the symbols for the Falcones and the Renzettis and the Montellos and the Lucianos.
So there's some
As-
major competition going on here.
Yeah, as the underground signs for like this is for anyone who is in the know. It says, "We are paid up our protection to these people. Don't mess with us or they'll break your legs," basically.
All right.
So this is very much contested territory.
Yeah. Are there any open places that are currently that I can see the Lucianos or Falcones moving in on right now?
It's
Like
kind
trying to get a racket on right now?
it's if each one of these companies was like an individual color, this would be like someone had just like shotgunned a bunch of paintballs at it.
Okay.
It's just like whatever they happen to be at is,
All right.
you know,
But
like
there pretty much isn't a single place unclaimed at this
the
point.
Falcones have taken predominantly more jewelry stores than others. The Lucianos tend to do drugstores and groceries and stuff like that, and you know, things like that. So they have like a leaning, but it's more like we're just gonna grab one here, and then in response the Falcones grab one, and then in response the Montellos grab one.
Has
nearby.
anyone targeted like the legal arcane stores?
The legal arcane store?
Like any like places that might sell ingredients to legal casters?
Oh, I mean, if it's a store, someone's done it already.
Okay.
You guys are very new players in a game that's very old.
All right, that's
So-
fair.
The only reason you got the Bianchi shop is because it was literally already owned by the Romanos.
Yeah, that's fair.
As a safe house.
All right.
And you guys just happen to set up a speakeasy in the basement. But you guys are gonna have to put some boots on the ground if you want to try to take this territory. It's not
Alright.
it's not like there's people walking around with machine guns or anything.
No.
But it's definitely contested territory.
All right. I'm gonna go up to one of the Falcones that are currently getting, like, are any of them taking a racket? I'm asking if any of the shops are giving a racket right now.
No one's collecting. It's just
Okay.
you walk around and you see the symbols saying, "We have paid our dues to this group,"
All right.
in their
shit.
sign. It's not like it's boldly advertised. Like no one,
Yeah, no,
regular
no,
people
but,
walking down the street wouldn't realize it. But you, as someone who's
Yeah.
got exposure through your class abilities, recognize it's like this is gonna sound bad, but it's kind of like thieves' cant markings or hobo
Yeah, okay.
markings. It's like it's like for people who know the secret language, you see the signs. This is like for example, this is just like a scribble for normal people, but for you, that's the sign of the Falcones.
All right.
Or like, oh, that's a weird, deficit in. It's a weird, pattern in the molding, but for you, no, that's the Luciano family crest.
All right. I'm gonna stay away from the Lucianos right now, but right now I'm going to take one of the big. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna go up to one of the one of the smaller ones that are close by, I guess.
Close by to.
Close by to the shop.
Okay. And what are you doing? You just like walk in.
I'm gonna walk in for now and just eye up the place.
So, So Maria's shop is a clothes store. So nearby
Yeah.
there'd be stuff like jewelry stores and
One of the
shoe
jewelry stores
shops.
probably
Okay,
that
so
are
you
owned
walk
by
into
the
one of the
Falcon.
jewelry stores, and the bell rings, and the person behind the counter says, "Welcome. How can I help you?" Wow, you're big. How can I help you, sir?
Yes. I'm here to give you a forewarning on certain things going on in the background.
We've already paid up. We've already paid up.
Yes, it's just the Falcons, in the long grand scheme of things, are not long due.
He's kind of giving you a weird look, like, is this guy threatening me? He's not quite sure what you're putting down.
I just want you to consider that perhaps when things get hasty, you reconsider the opportunities that have been presented. Borders will be shifting. Things will be happening.
Right. And you said your name was what again?
Dimitri.
Dimitri. Okay.
There's a new
Go ahead
wolf
and
on the
do me an
block.
insight check, please.
All right, insight, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Hey!
Yeah, so this guy is, like, memorizing your name and your face to report you to the Falcons.
You know what?
Because he's, like, just this random-ass person off the street comes in and says, the
Can I make an
Falcons are going
athletics-
down!
Can I make an athletics check, sort of a martial arts check or whatever?
To do what?
I am going to basically see if I can go ahead and trip him and then grab him mid-air.
Okay.
So that I'm not going
to-
for lethal damage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, because you're not the only one affected by this action, I'm gonna get everyone else to weigh in on this. Because
It's a bad idea. Get out of there.
It's a
because
very bad
this
idea.
This
This
is
is
going to
stupid.
affect
This is
the
going
way
bad.
that
This is
your-
just a rando. Please don't do this.
This is
No,
going to
you're
affect
right.
the way
I'm
that your family
probably-
is perceived.
No, you're right. You're right.
This is a
I'm
Claymore
sorry.
moment
Even
in the making.
No, yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
Like,
However,
so this is the hallmarks of a Claymore moment where it's not exactly all thought out. So let's try and back up a little bit. So you are trying to suggest that they should go with you instead. So Dimitri's first instinct is to go to violence. However,
that's
the voice of Maria comes into his head and says, that's not the best way to do this. And so we'll rewind a little bit. Because beating up a shop owner is
No,
not the way to
no,
convince, is not the way your
no.
family wants to convince people.
no.
You're trying to say, we're not like those guys who would beat you up. So how would you like to phrase this?
All right. I can tell on your face that you're thinking about reporting. And tell you what, I'll meet them here.
Sorry?
Go ahead. I'll prove to you that we're the better choice. Tell them to meet me here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been in this game long enough to know. I've been in this game long enough as a freelancer to know. Tell them to meet me here, and I walk out.
What? As you walk out.
I think that would, yeah, that was probably a better way to take it.
Could have been handled
I-
better, but okay. You do you. So,
It's.
uh,
I'm probably gonna wait. I'm probably gonna see them be back the next day.
Okay, so now that the whole gang's here, except for Johnny Quickpiss, the boys were thinking of basically doing like 5 days of just like investigating, so that all of these boxes could turn into actual like blobs of their territory. However, I didn't want to just steal everyone else's 5 days.
Yeah.
So, does anyone else have plans for those 5 days?
I have something.
Okay.
Remember all that gold that's now in my bag of holding?
Yes.
It might be a good idea to turn that gold to money.
Okay. Do you want to take it to a pawn shop or just give it to Goobold? What are we doing with it? Are you going to mint it yourself?
I'm not saying we start counterfeiting.
But
That's a bit of a risky
what
move,
if we
even
started
by my
counterfeiting?
standards.
I'm right here, and I'm so talented at certain things. My forgery.
I mean, actually, to be fair, it's not much more risky than what I'm pulling. So let's be honest.
Okay.
We're also, I think we're being a little bit risky, guys. I don't know if we've considered. I think we might be called a crime family, and I think these might be crimes.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
we're doing what?
It's
Oh my
kind
God, I
of.
gotta
What
turn
if
myself
the cops
in.
get word of this? We're gonna
Oh,
go to
no.
jail.
I gotta turn myself in.
I think we might have murdered a little bit too,
Yeah.
Just a
Maybe
little
once
bit.
or twice.
Just a little.
as a treat.
So, what do you want to do with this gold, Shamrock? Keeping in mind that you do not have a mint on hand.
Would you consider a mint a tool?
I would consider it a large building. It's
Okay,
a
let me
lot.
put it
It's a lot of machinery that goes into minting coins.
I suppose.
I mean, you could try bribing the local mint, but you could just as easily take the time to build your own if you want to get into counterfeiting as a group.
That's an option, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can start a protection scheme. As I was saying last week at the after session, you guys could start a protection scheme. You guys could get to counterfeiting. You guys could start distilling your own alcohol in cities so that you don't have to import from out of state. You guys have many avenues of income open to you.
Because,
It just
I mean,
depends.
the whole point of what... Sorry.
It just depends how loose your morals are.
To be fair, Dimitri's angle here is humiliate the people that are protecting him, protecting the shop.
Okay, that's a way to do it, certainly.
I mean, to be fair, we have easy ways of sending money.
Do you want to just hand the raw gold to Goobold?
Be right back.
Might do like a small portion of it and then just like
Just a
hold on
reminder,
to a
because it
bit.
has been a bit. You did, Edwin promised that you guys would have the rest of the money, at a minimum 100,000 when you guys got back.
Yeah, it's currently just
I think I said within 2 months. Wasn't that what I said?
I thought it was like by the end of the month.
I thought we said 2 months. Oh, well, whatever. I said there was a time limit that I put on.
Yeah,
I remember that.
you said like you were positive by the time you got back you would have at least 100K, and they said like, hey, it's gonna take us like a month or two to get this building done, but you said like you would have money in hand by the time you got back.
you make a point.
Yeah. I
And we
think
currently just have a bunch of
Yeah.
maybe liquid gold. I'm not exactly sure what temperature it would stay in a bag of holding.
There's no air in a bag of holding, so
What
It's
is...
kind of just still extremely hot, but just sitting there and
I'll ask the forums and see what they say. But for now,
I mean, it's technically space has no air.
is it like in just a situation of it's bouncing between 3 states of matter all in a matter of seconds?
I'm gonna say for now that it's stuck in its molten state.
Okay.
It has not had chance to cool off.
we have
All
coal.
right.
We have a swimming pool.
Of molten gold.
Yeah, fuck that pool.
Just pour the gold in it. It'll cool down.
Don't worry about the
mean-
cracking sounds the foundation's making. That's normal.
I
Like
was
I said,
thinking
fuck the pool.
we could also just make a a mold, couldn't we?
Yeah, I think I
Well,
might
bar.
just spend my afternoon just like making like some basic ass molds.
Okay, so just like brick molds.
Yeah, like just making
just-
ingots at this point, really.
Yeah, just not even like fancy ingots, just like a straight up rectangular solid.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then just like taking essentially my afternoon just unliquefying all of our gold.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so you just kind of pour it. It leaves a little bit of a burn mark on your, on whatever concrete you set it on, but it does eventually cool to the point where you can handle it. This is the first time that metal's actually been hot for you. You couldn't just
Sucks.
immediately pick it up. And so you like reach your hand towards it, like, ah, that's hot.
Note to self, get some gloves.
And meanwhile, Cleo's like, yeah, molten metal does that. She walks by. But yeah, so you have to wait for it to cool. And eventually you have, I don't remember how much I said. I think it was like 125, 135
A metric ton.
thousand gold's worth of gold bars
At least enough to finish up paying for the.
at market value.
Yeah.
Who knows? If you crash the
Interesting.
gold market, it'll be worth even less.
Oh boy. Hey guys, we totally didn't start the Great Depression early. Oh.
Boy, I did want to see like what would happen if we time skip forward 10 years.
Whoops. Did I accidentally the Great Depression?
Okay. So, yeah. So you have gold bars now. They're not good gold bars, but they're bars of gold. They're no longer molten.
Yep. And you know what? We can have that discussion at our family dinner what we want to do with it. So
Okay. Anything else?
Today, not really. I mean, kind of just.
Well, do you have anything else you want to do in the 5 days?
Oh, in the 5 days. I've not thought that far ahead.
Okay, because I was just gonna like fast forward, and then we could just like put all the blobs in. Unless you guys want to do anything in those 5 days. You guys have, I'll tell you right now, out of character, you guys have significantly derailed the major plans.
Already.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's Dungeons and Dragons, baby.
Yep.
Oh boy.
You guys just keep stealing critical ritual components.
Oops, did you need that?
You're the one who put that guy there. What was I supposed to do? Not take it?
Well,
It was the cream. I don't think he could have anticipated that. I mean, what did you really think he was gonna make like them? Guy think he was attacked by vampires? It's ape shit.
I anticipated
It's true.
him. Like figuring out what it is, and then you guys would hear like, okay, he's gathering more ritual components. I did not expect you to rob him
Of said ritual
of
component.
said ritual component. I should have, but I didn't.
Hey, you can't make rituals if you got no components.
Very
I,
true.
you know,
Exactly.
I bought us some more time to deal with the
Yeah,
fuck
you
up.
did. You definitely did buy more time.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
let's go down the list. Jess, or Maria in this case, what are you
Hello.
doing during these 5 days?
Don't know.
Besides
I missed a
running the
little
shops.
bit.
Plotting your next heist, probably.
Yeah. Have I told everybody like what Mr. Frost said? I feel like that's important, and I might have forgotten to do
I
it.
think we went over this earlier, and I don't think we figured we came to the conclusion that you had not in character told
Yeah.
anyone.
I should probably call a little family meeting and do that.
Okay.
Let me open up my notes so I remember what was said.
Okay, so formally,
Hey.
before the family meeting, do you want to do anything with the day?
Yeah. I don't want to do it, but I feel like if I don't, it's going to keep becoming a problem. Well, I don't mind doing it. Formerly doesn't want to do it, but if he keeps avoiding it, it's going to become more of a problem for him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take that goddamn business card that I got on the train the last time we were on the fucking train, not the most recent time, and I'm gonna call the inspector.
Okay, remind me about the business card.
It's just he's calling the mom, the inspector his mom hired, because
Oh,
he got
okay.
we were on the train going to Arizona.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you call the number, and the phone rings for a little bit, and then it picks up. It says, fuck, I don't even remember what I named the detective agency.
King shit.
Hello, this is
It's
Detective.
in the RP channel. If you go back far enough.
I can't be fucked, so this is Detective Ramirez.
Wow, I can't believe you can't be fucked, Jeffrey.
Listen, it's been a long day. Don't ask.
It's been a long one for me too.
Tell you what, if you find the actual name, I'll give you 10 extra XP.
Shit. Go to Gray first.
Okay. All right.
It's just a hot potato of what you're doing.
What's Fritz doing during this time? I believe Fritz was actually seeing about acquiring more drugs for formerly.
I did, in fact, well, diagnosed with sleepy bitch disease, both yesterday and last week and today, say I was gonna fuck a release drug dealer.
Okay, so you
I
go to the
promised.
high-end hotel where the drug dealer is reported to spend a lot of his time.
Did you at least give me like a physical description?
I believe the only things you asked for was, is he hot? And the answer was yes. And that was all that you wanted.
I was also
Or
asleep.
no, you asked, is he good in bed? And the answer was yes. Not is he hot, is he good in bed? That was what you asked for.
Okay.
So
I said
all you
what's
had
his
is-
name, and the responses were not like that, which is really funny to me.
John Smith.
There's right afterwards. The next thing you said was, as John Smith was, please don't make jokes about it.
Was that the detective or
That was
the drug
detective,
dealer?
yeah. That was not the drug dealer. I'm
Okay.
not focused on drugs right now.
Okay, cool. I will try to remember that. Okay, so I'll try to remember that. So yeah, so you go there. How do you lay down that you're looking for a hit?
Just posting it for it.
Gray doesn't know how drug deals work. Fritz does.
Okay, so this is one of those times where your character would know. So
Yeah.
I'll say that Fritz hangs around and drops subtle hints, and eventually gets told like, hey, if you're looking for a little bit of powdered sugar, go see Mr. J up on the 7th floor. Room 102, let's say. And you head over to room 102 on there, and you knock on the door. And
Hold on, before I knock on the door, I'm questioning whether or not I should do something super fucked up. Should I go in there pretending to be formerly? Probably not, because he formerly owes him money.
It's up to
But
you.
let's just.
Do you
I don't
wanna
owe
be?
him money. I just have to give the drugs back.
Uh,
Yeah,
So
but he's gonna
no,
ask.
but you
He's gonna
lost
ask
money
me
on the
about.
drugs.
yeah, I can pay
Yeah.
that money. I have a lot of money. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I don't want to. I just don't want to do. I don't want to do your business. I'm here for
You're already
pleasure and pleasure
doing
only.
Yeah, you don't want to
business.
have sex in Formerly's body.
I
That would be
do
weird.
though. um.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's up
I'll
to
just
you.
go in as. I'll go in as Fritz, but more human.
Okay, cool. So you walk in looking like a twink, and
Per usual.
and Mr. J opens the door, and he looks like a tall man, shaved bald, and one of those people who would definitely wear sunglasses indoors. Says,
Yeah.
"Hello. How can I help you?"
You know, I've heard it on several good accounts that you know how to show a lady a good time for a fairly decent price.
He kind of looks you up and down. This is a lady, huh?
Forgot we're not going by Juno Steel rules.
Right. Well, why don't you come on in?
Close the door behind me.
I assume you give him the passphrase, and he
Oh,
realizes
yeah.
you're here for a drug deal, and he's like, okay, cool. So come on in, and he leads you over to a table, and he says, go ahead and take a seat. I'll bring out the goods. And he, because this is the 1920s and no one understands how drug busts work yet, just straight up brings you out this roll around cart just covered in various drugs.
Oh, anything from the trolley, dears?
Basically.
I'll take the lot.
You probably could at your level of money.
I don't have that much, I don't think. I need to look.
Hold on, let me get my list of
Ideally.
magic drugs.
Yeah, I only have 1,000
Okay.
GP.
So
Did someone order the sausage pizza? I don't have any money.
so there he does have Sundrop there.
Mm.
He's got in addition to opium and cocaine and the more mundane drugs, he's got marijuana there too if you're into that kind of weak shit. He's also got pixie dust. It's kind of it looks just like cocaine, but it's a sparkling pink powder. In baggies just right next to it. He's got devil's root, sharp sugar, sleepy salt, drake root, slither soup, fey dust, druid's tongue, blue sand, halfling weed, dream flakes, wormwood, grell's vice. He's got all sorts of shit. He's got patch.
Please send me the magic drug list. I don't know what most of these do.
I have
Devil
not
Root's the thing that
finished it.
made. Okay. Devil Root's the thing that made Dimitri tweak out on the floor.
Ask
Yes.
me about one of them and I'll let you know.
Okay. Say the list slower.
So he's got pixie dust, which is magic
We've
cocaine.
done.
Devil's root, which is visions of the hell and maybe the future. Sun drops is magic antidepressants. Sharp sugar is expensive energy boost. It's kind of like the drug version of a basic bitch version of a haste spell.
Magic speed.
I don't want to say magic speed because I don't know all of the symptoms of speed, but basically magic speed. Sleepy salt
Meh.
is like sharp sugar, but it gives you
Slow.
It's a slow, and then at the end of the time, you fall asleep. Drake root is nectar from a rare plant. You go into a coma, and during the coma, your outer layer of skin becomes more like a cocoon. You emerge with all health points fully restored and any scars gone. After 24 hours without another dose, you cannot heal until your hit die, using your hit die or over long rest without using more Drake root. It continues until you break the addiction. So, like, it's long rest in a bottle. However, it's an addictive substance, and you can't heal without it.
Yeah.
Slither soup kind of makes you feel like your bones are jelly. Like, basically, what if drug that could make you double jointed in every joint?
Now that's fun too.
Remember that guy from Naruto who could, like, move his bones around to wrap them around
Okay,
people?
I've never
That.
seen Naruto a single time in my life. I only know that man because I've specifically made fun of him because his name is just a series of syllables. It's just like,
Yeah, exactly. So, Druid's Tongue lets you speak to animals, plants and animals. However, when you're in withdrawal from it, you lose the ability to talk intelligibly. Fey Dust grants you a bonus to intelligence-based things. You can take multiple doses at the same time to give you additional boost. However, it gets more addictive, and addiction makes the user seek it out and use it for more and more increasingly trivial tasks.
okay.
Until eventually you become like Two-Face without his coin, where you can't do anything. You're frozen in indecision about anything until you have a dose. Halfling weed is like magical marijuana. Blue sand is enhances perception, athletics, and acrobatics. So, popular drug among athletes. However, you gain stacks of exhaustion, a lot of stacks of exhaustion, as you per 3 days without a dose, and it stacks up quick, especially because you can take multiple doses at the same time.
And it shrink your pee-pee and make you angry.
Dream Flakes, you basically use it like chew. It induces hallucinations and euphoria. When smoked, you enter a vivid waking dream. So like magic mushrooms, but like dried versions of it. Wormwood is ground up and put in tea. Gives you a psychedelic trip for 1d4 hours. Withdrawal leaves you confused as you are slowly become unable to discern reality from your hallucinations.
That's gonna be a problem for us in the future.
Grell's Vice is made from Grell tentacles. The main draw is it gives a tingling sensation in the muscles and extra sensitive motor functionality. Strong euphoric rush whenever you move your body. A drawback is that your motor function is during the hangover is basically useless. Like dulled sense of touch and incredibly impaired motor function. Patch is ingested as a pill. It grants the ability to speak with plants and animals for 1d4 plus 1 hours. If you fail the come down save, you immediately get a point of exhaustion. Withdrawal from Patch is unique among drugs because the user believes that they are still benefiting from the effect. However, while they believe they are having a meaningful conversation with a plant or animal, everyone else hears absolute gibberish.
Good.
Fun times. Let's see, there's Lakua, which is ground bark from a tree. User gains the effect of a haste spell for 1d4 -1 rounds. However, overuse in the adrenaline rush can cause death of heart failure or self-neglect. Withdrawal makes you extremely lethargic. Basically, you gain the exhausted, where you can either move or take an action, but not both. Zutarin alters one's sense of direction and causes one to only turn right when faced with a left or right choice, because reasons. Withdrawal, you lose all sense of direction and will get lost easily. Worst addicts will not even be able to keep a mental map of even simple spaces. Blackroot is chewed. Has a pleasant tingling sensation on lips, tongue, and gums. As well as a sense of mental sharpness and alertness. Don't swallow it though, because it can make you nauseous. If you pass the save, you gain advantage on perception checks for the next 1d4 hours. Deluge is packaged in single-dose vials. Ingesting this ethereal blue liquid gives subjects temporary access to spell-like abilities of varying degrees, usually cantrips and first-level spells, but sometimes more powerful spells depending on purity. However, every time you ingest Deluge, you take constitution damage, 1d4 for average doses, 1d6 and above for purer doses. Withdrawal makes you feel weaker. When you're in withdrawal, any spell cast requires one spell slot higher than normal to produce the same effect. Gush, not to be confused with Deluge, is originally created as a magically enhanced virility aid, has since become one of the most traded black market drugs due to its side effect of causing intense arousal, thus the name. It's created from the extract of ginger root grown in special alchemical mixture and then distilled under moonlight. In the correct hands, doses can be incredibly effective marital aid, but some people have used it for more nefarious purposes.
I don't need fantasy Viagra. I'm doing just
this is
fine.
magical date rape drug.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
No.
Barb, we already know what that does. And then there's many, many more in here, which I haven't finished doing I haven't finished doing all the effects for.
I think I've got my menu.
Okay, cool.
Selected.
Lay it on me.
Okay. There's only one that I didn't get the name down for, which is the Sleepy Time Boy.
Oh.
It makes you slow and then you fall asleep.
Oh.
Sounds great.
Magical NyQuil.
Yeah.
Sleepy Salt.
Sleepy Salt. I went Sleepy Salt, Slither Soup, Fairy Dust, Wormwood, and then Sun Drops for my boy.
Okay, how much of each do you want? Give me the doses number.
Okay. We'll do 1 dose of everything that's not wormwood. How much is each?
Okay.
And how much do I get off if I fuck this man?
Why don't you make me so you can RP it out, like trying to seduce him into giving you free drugs, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can just roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm not going to fully RP this out, but you know that thing that you do with men where you're just like, I'm not super into this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be as nice and engaging as possible. More specifically, I'm going to act like everything that they're telling me is the most interesting thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
Like,
Social
so
interaction. My one
or,
weakness. So
or
yes.
he's just like,
But it's
like
just
leaning
trigger.
forward on the bed, just like nodding along, eyes wide, just like, wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, like
Okay, cool. So do me a
occasionally like
persuasion check at
looking at his
advantage.
lips and then looking back up. Persuasion check. Come
Roll to
on,
seduce.
baby.
Ooh,
23.
very good. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's roll some dice.
Maybe sprinkle in the fact that I've had some of his more experimental things and been like, yeah, you did wonderful work. It was a good time.
Okay. Okay. So. Oof, yikes. Okay. So let's say you provide him with 200 gold. And in exchange, he will give you. Let's see. What were you going for? You were going for sun drops.
Yeah, here's my menu.
Okay, so.
The thing I
Sleep.
wanted the most of was wormwood and sundrops.
Okay, so you want the most of
So
that?
sleep. Sorry.
Sleep.
Sleep.
And you want the most of
I
sleep,
crave
right?
sleep, Father. Father, I crave sleep. I want wormwood and sundrops the most. Sleepy
Okay, and
salt.
then Fey Dust. Oh no, so you want Wormwood and Slither Soup and Fey Dust. Okay, so in order, it's Sundrops, Fey Dust, Sleepy Time Powder, or no, Wormwood, Sleepy Time Powder, and that's it? No, wait, there's one more.
Okay, sundrops most. Wormwood second most. And then one of the last three, so Fey Dust, Slither Soup, and Sleepy Salt.
Okay, so let's go. Fuck me. Okay, so you get 200 gold and a roll in the hay, and you get 11 doses of Sundrop.
Damn.
Fuck me. 10 doses of what was the next one?
Wormwood.
Wormwood. 6 doses of Sleepy Juice. 5 doses of Slither Soup. Of course. And 4 doses of Fey Dust, because I rolled near max on all of them.
I'm taking that gold out of my money as we speak.
Yeah. I rolled nearly max on all of the dice.
I can tell by the fact you're giving me a lot, but hey, that means Formerly won't have to buy from this fucker for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And also,
And
it's
also,
snack time, baby.
you are snack time, baby. You take him for quite a ride. To the point where he's begging you to stop.
Good. Get stepped on.
So, we will fade to black on that. Now,
It's just like afterwards, cigarette in hand at the nearest payphone, calling Formerly like,
got the goods.
I got the goods.
And I fucked your man.
Got the goods. Fucked your man. It wasn't that great,
fucked
but
your plug.
I fucked your plug, and you know what? It was fine. It was all right, but better snack than lover.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
the fact that he was able to keep up with you for a while is impressive.
Yeah,
But
fair. He does look like Mr. World, but we get into bed and he just looks at me and he goes, Dale.
so we'll go back to formerly now. You are talking to you call hello, this is John Smith.
Hi. This is Finn Quincy. I think my mother's looking for me.
Oh, Mr. Quincy. Oh, thank goodness. Where are you? Your mother is so interested in meeting you.
I'm interested in talking to her. I, at the moment, will not be leaving my establishment.
Oh, great. Where can I tell her to meet you?
You can give her a number to call me at.
Sure.
I understand that she's looking for a face-to-face meeting, but the last time that didn't go well, and I just want to know where she's coming from first.
Listen, but I'm just an investigator. I'm not a family counselor.
I'm not asking you to be. I'm telling you to give her my phone number.
I gotcha. You hear him like rustling around for stuff. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. He'll give her. Oh, sorry. He'll give him the number to the house.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Thank you so much. This is a big break in my investigation. I will give this number to her right away. Have a nice day.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, she's got my number. That's fine. Things I was gonna do. One, I'm helping Maria set things up for the family meeting because I just assume that this is when everybody's out and
Cool.
we're gonna have it when they get home in the evening. Like sit down family dinner. It's silly. Like we'll play Scrabble afterwards. Who's to say? So I'm going to help set things up for that. But also, I was thinking about it, and I think that because we have a god of fighting living in our an actual deity who is able to like pull Fritz out of a contract, like an actual deity who's just kind of in our house, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna set up a small shrine to Cleo.
Okay. Cool.
In the backyard. So I think that's the respectful thing to do.
Do you want to describe this shrine for me?
I hadn't thought about it terribly much, but I think he would probably try to get some like slabs of stone, like not necessarily like marble slabs, but just like long pieces of like thin dark gray river rock.
Okay.
And set them up with the kind of traditional arch shape. And then beneath that have a small collection of like kind of like watching Cleo for a while, taking note of like what sort of things she seems to enjoy, if there are any particular like different fruits, or like if she's inclined towards certain kinds of like flowers, that sort of thing, and create like a little offering space there with some incense and a couple candles.
Okay.
And like
cool.
It's cheesy, but like he's definitely got like boxing gloves of like some renowned boxer in the Chicago area that he has managed to get through an auction, and then like some like little figurines of like kitty cats, but they're cool ones. They're tasteful, Jeffrey.
Okay, I got you. All right, so you set up your shrine, and do you say a prayer or do you light some incense?
I don't think he would say a prayer. Because I actually, you know what? Yeah, he would light some incense and he would light a couple candles and take a brief moment to, leaning over the shrine, say thank you for looking out for Fritz, and then he'll leave it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I will make a note of this.
Poggers, that's my turn, bestie.
Okay, so let's get everyone together for the family meeting.
Family meeting, everybody.
Family meeting.
Okay.
So, where are we having this family meeting? What is happening?
So, all right,
All
normally
day,
when my father has family meetings that have some input, what we all do is we sit at the dinner table first, and he sits at the head of it. So I guess that's where I'll be sitting. And we all have a nice meal, and we say our grace, and we kind of get anything personal off the table that we want. And then we move into the parlor, and we all have cigars. And that's when he'll like slap down a file or something like that. So I figured we'll just start off with dinner, and then we'll have some cigars and brandy, and we can talk business.
Fair
This
enough.
is not meant as an offense to you. Has Maria ever actually smoked?
No.
So
Perfect.
Maria's gonna take her first puff on the cigar and go like,
Well, she's like smoked cigarettes, but she's not smoked a cigar because she thinks
Okay.
they look kind of ugly.
okay.
Yeah, I'm glad Shamrock isn't gonna be alone in this.
Because Shamrock's gonna take one puff on the
She's-
cigar and start
She's
choking.
gonna try to play it off, but
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dimitri doesn't smoke. Like, probably one of the few that doesn't.
Okay, cool. So everyone is in the room, and you guys have had a nice dinner. Cleo takes a moment as everyone's like moving to the retiring room, or to the withdrawing room, as it were, and pulls formally aside
Yeah.
and says, "You don't, you don't need." You don't need to do that, but I really do appreciate it. It's
Of course.
very nice of you.
I knew I didn't need to do it, but thank you.
Of course. I can't. You don't really worship me, so I can't really do much for you.
It's okay. It's done more out of appreciation than worship.
But here. And she passes you like she was holding like a tray of drinks, and she passes you whatever your favorite drink was. I'm sure we've established this by now with you guys spending so much time at the bar, at the speakeasy. She passes you your favorite drink.
Oh, thank you.
And she winks at you and keeps walking and brings the cigars and the brandy in that has been requested into the smoking room. Let's go to Chateau Bianchi.
Yeah. And look
Woo.
where we are, right where we need to be, baby. Except for, oh no, Maria is there. She loaded in late for some reason.
So, you guys do actually have a smoking room over here where people can play pool and smoke and stuff like that. However, it's your house. You can smoke wherever you want. If Cleo puts the tray down in front of Maria, nods, and then walks off to do other stuff.
yeah, we'll go to the smoking room.
Okay, cool.
We can crowd in here.
Yeah, I mean,
It's probably bigger than it was.
it's not to
crowd.
scale, yeah. This room is, got a library and, it's got a vent.
This room, we swear.
It's got like almost like a hood at the top of the room that's got like a clockwork fan, and it pulls air. It makes a positive suction, so it pulls any smoke out of the room, so it doesn't like
Cool.
musty up anything.
Fancy.
It also does have a small bar where you could pour drinks.
Got the best drink in the world, actually.
Yep. We'll just move Fritz into the room as well. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you all are here. You may commence.
All right, I lean against the pool table and take a big puff of the cigar, and then kind of go.
So, I suppose you're all wondering why I called you here. And that is because I did something very smart, and I thought everybody should know about it. It does affect all of us. This is not just me bragging. It's a little bit of it. So after our encounter with the chief inspector, lovely man, I spoke with Mr. Frost to see if he knew anything. And he informed me that there was a ritual that the chief inspector was sort of preparing for that could essentially fuck up everybody's liquor in the whole of the city.
Oh.
So, however, for this ritual, I guess he needs some components, and right now he's missing 2 of them.
Those being.
So one of them, it looks like, is a concave glass with some runes etched into it. And then another one being a jade pyramid with alchemical symbols sort of inscribed on it.
I think
So if we can get our hands on those,
well,
we can ruin his plans.
I think we might be a bit heady on that one.
yeah.
Yeah, didn't my fucked up old cat steal that pyramid?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss your cat. I know he was fucked up, but I liked him.
It made a bit of a mess, but
Maria never.
it wasn't bad.
What's he talking about?
Fritz had a cat for a while.
You had a
was-
cat?
It was
I thought you didn't like
Kinda.
that.
Yeah, the cat kind of ruined all other cats for me because it was, shaped wrong. But
It also
That's
kind of ruined
racist.
my bathroom.
He did ruin your bathroom.
Well, it sounds like
I kind of feel the need to come clean a little bit. That was just kind of me.
Oh.
Doing the cat ritual. And then we had to run, so I didn't get to clean it up. But we
But
have
you said
one.
you got already one of the parts? What about the other?
I've done my piece.
We
I don't
got
need to
both
do
of
the
them.
research part. I'm very pretty. Cream, I assume you'll be taking charge of that.
Out of character, I believe we got both of those
do.
at
I was-
the clock tower.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys
got
looted
these.
the chests, and you found
Edwin
both of them.
Edwin doesn't know that, but you guys got both of them at the clock tower. Edwin only knows about the most
Out
recent
of
one.
character, I do remember that.
Excellent. Okay.
Head to the game.
Beautiful.
Well, I actually have something to share on this. I didn't really understand it, but I was investigating into the territories of the different crime families in Chicago today, and I went investigating the Falcones. And while I was investigating, I found a shady deal going on, and a man was trying to deliver what I believe to be a ritual object to Johnny. That might be Johnny Falcone, and it is currently sitting in the vault at the casino. But it was a jade pyramid with alchemical runes etched into it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You took it from him? How?
Well, I charmed him,
Uh-huh.
and then followed him,
Uh-huh.
and got him to tell me what was in it, and then I waited until he was in an alley, and I put him to sleep, and I dispelled the magic on the bag and took the bag with the pyramid, and then I changed his memories so that he thought the people that gave him the pyramid in the first place, that he bought it from, took it back from him and mugged him in the alley.
Cream, you.
Yeah, not to devalue
So I
anyone
would've
else.
just,
This is
met-
why the cream is the most valued player.
I put that cream on the
He is
back,
the
like,
cream of
solid.
the crop.
The cream of the crop.
Cheers to you, kid.
Well,
Six- citizen
I
purpose.
see everybody else
Guys,
taking
guys.
team initiative as cream.
It was kind of just a panic move. I wasn't really sure if it was going to work. I'm glad that it did. But yes, I told the Fey Lord that was watching over the casino to keep a special eye on it, and it's currently in the vault there. But it seems that they maybe have secured some routes to acquire some of these things. So we ought to be careful and figure out what these are quickly.
Did you want to tell them how much it cost?
Also, I believe they spent 50,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds on it, so it was rather expensive.
So
At the
odds
very
are
least,
they won't get a hold of it. Another one.
it seems like it's going to be hard for them to acquire another one, at
If
least with
there
any amount of time, and it takes quite a bit of capital for them to do so. So,
Yeah. Well, speaking of capital, reaches into his coat and pulls out a small, just very rough ingot of gold and just lays on the pool table. And I know what we're going to be doing about all this. There's more downstairs, but I took a liberty of getting all that gold from the temple and got into non-liquid form.
Nice. Also, I've gotten a good decent map of all of of a good number of who's got what under control in the marketplace, and decided to possibly say hi to the Falcons while I was there.
I wanted to bring it up, and I wasn't exactly sure how to, but this seems as good a time as any. I know that we're kind of planning on systematically picking off the Falcons, taking over their territory, blah 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 blah. Do we need more manpower for that?
Yeah, I'm slowly recruiting in the arena, in the fight pits that I'm in, but it's not going. It'll be slow.
Yeah, that was what. Because I mean, we kind of founded this whole thing on, like having fighters is good, but the whole point was we did magic fuckery. They got mad. I just didn't know if we wanted to try and find.
I mean, all else fails, I always ask Big Mick.
We could always ask Big Mick, but fighters is good, but I feel like I just
I
want
can
to
see what
find.
freelancers I know that might be interested. A lot of the freelancers were wrecked, and some might be looking out for revenge.
I
No,
feel
you
like
weren't
I
just
just want to.
fighters.
I want to find more people that got fucked over in the same way that we did. You know, I want to find more people that are like magically talented. We all seem pretty entangled in this.
Fair.
I think that's a good idea. I also
Yeah.
think if the Falcons are in cahoots with this inspector, that we might want to consider, instead of just picking off the territories one by one, just going in guns a-blazing, and the fish rots from the head, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to attract a lot of attention, but I suppose nothing for it.
It's a method.
the problem is that, as I recall, Johnny Falcone has many body doubles.
Johnny
So
is one of the more
Right.
difficult to
finding
get
out where
finds.
the head is, so to speak, will be rather difficult.
Yeah, we killed him once, and apparently that wasn't enough, so.
I mean,
We were told not to worry about that, though, that somebody else was going to come in to kill him, but clearly they've been unsuccessful.
do we need to do like an infiltration beforehand? I feel like if we can.
That is very smart.
It is. But also, I know that they have, like, the largest territory, and I'm not sure why I've gotten this impression. They did shoot at us with guns that were very terrifying. Sorry, I just remembered what Nadia did. Wow. Okay. Anyways, they did shoot at us with those guns. But I've always kind of just felt like they're bitches, and that, like, of all of them, we could probably kill them the most.
Johnny Falcone's a pussy.
Falcon's a pussy.
Falcone's a pussy.
Sorry.
And if he's a coward who's gonna fucking hide behind body doubles, then this is gonna turn into the man that looked like Johnny Falcone. I mean, I go in there and ask where the boss is. I don't think that anybody's really going to think that I'm not doing something, you know?
Gotcha.
That may work.
It might.
Hello?
Phone?
Please tell me the phone's not actually ringing.
It is.
Jeffrey.
Oh.
No.
Rock, paper,
Answers the
scissors.
phone.
Ah,
So an elderly Irish woman answered.
Me,
Hello,
sorry.
Finn.
Not speaking. Who is this?
This is his mother. He told me to call at this number.
Mo, please. Hey, Donnie.
Yeah?
It's something saying it's your mother.
Oh, I didn't think she would call in the middle of the meeting. I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's fine.
I just didn't want the guy to come by and Cleo to get pissed again.
Well, you want me to
No,
tell her you're busy, or?
Well, it seems like you guys are kind of figuring things. Yeah, you guys seem like you're having a productive conversation. He takes the the lens and the pyramid out of his bag, just kind of puts it on the table. I had these the whole time. I tried to talk, but you guys seemed really invested. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna go step into the hallway. Let me know if something crazy happens, I guess.
Okay. So we'll just move formally into the hallway, and you pick up the phone there. All right. So look, you picked up the phone.
Mom?
Oh, my Finn, is that you, my sweet boy?
Hi. Yeah.
You can hear the fatigue falling out of her voice.
I'm sorry. I tried getting through to you before, not by calling or anything, but I tried sending you letters. I don't know if they reached you though. I was given a guarantee they would, but I don't also trust
I
the people.
received your letters, but Finn, please come home. I don't care about the Halathorn boy, or that you prefer boys over girls. It's fine.
Mom, that's not why I can't come home for a lot of reasons. But also, maybe you could just come here. I mean, it's not that bad.
Oh,
It's
but-
not York, but
But you haven't come by in so long, and it's about time to go visit your father again. And
what?
Your father's grave. She's talking about.
Oh God.
And like, I was talking, and Miss O'Malley down the way, she's got a son who's really fit, and if you're still in the market for that kind of thing, I mean, I just want what's best for you, my baby boy, and even if I won't ever get some grandkids, you can adopt, and
That's not why I left. I missed you and I love you so much. That's not why I left.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing so much. And I shouldn't be, not in this serious moment. Okay.
Silly.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, I'm sure you can come home and we can talk it out. Please, Finn. I miss you a lot.
I know, but okay. His family are looking for me, and they're not forgiving or kind people, and they don't know what happened, and I don't want them taking it out unnecessarily on me, first of all, because I didn't do anything wrong. Secondly,
Of course not.
taking it out on... Thank you, Mom. secondly, taking it out on you because you've also not done anything wrong, but I'm worried that they're going to use or hurt you or me or any of it, and it just, I can't go back. But, and we can visit Dad when things calm down, but you should really think about coming out here.
I would love to, son, but oh, my dear sweet boy. And you can tell she's like, you've known your mother for most of your life.
So true.
How about that? So you can hear the fatigue in her voice. So your mother works in a factory, if I remember correctly.
Don't, but that's okay.
Hold on, let me check your backstory again.
It's okay, she's a florist. Don't worry about it, bestie.
Okay, yeah. So your mother is a florist. Tends to a garden. She works at okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. So you could tell that something is getting to her. Maybe it's her job. Maybe it's the stress of...
Yeah, I don't trust it. I do. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I'm stressed out that somebody's manipulating her, putting pressure on her.
Could be. That's not something the Halaros family wouldn't do.
I know, but I can't tell with an insight check, so I'm... Oh, I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'd love to try, Jeffrey.
Sure.
Let me try with an insight check.
Do you want to try to, like, lead her in that direction? That way you could get a better read on it?
Yeah, just, like, going down the road of, like, Mom, you sound stressed. You sound exhausted. What's going on with you back there? Why are you so inclined to stay?
You know, the florist shop is not doing the best. And 21. Okay. She's. You can tell she's like all of these things she's mentioning, like the florist shop, and you know, without you around bringing in some money, she's kind of having to work more hours and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. And Mr. Mulroy is, you know, sick, and so she's, you know, dropping by to take care of him. Blah, blah, blah. She's making up a lot of reasons which aren't the core heart of the stress. These are all valid reasons that are true. And you did send her money, which is helping, but it's not the core of it.
Yeah.
And so you're saying, please come live with me, basically, right?
Please move to Chicago, basically. I will fucking buy her a house. I don't think she should be living in my my mafia house for my mafia friends for our crimes. Because I would like her to stay away from those crimes. But I do think that she should live near here because he does miss her.
Do you have a place for her to live?
I would get one for her if she agreed to it. This is the first time we've had the discussion.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you have a place?
I mean, not yet, but I can get one fairly quickly. I mean, I did recently sort of buy a house, but that's not...
great. Did you move in with that nice boy?
No, Mom, he's not... You were right the first time, not that nice. Also, I might be, revisiting him shortly.
Oh, well,
but,
you know, I always thought that Alathorn was a nice lad, and I'm glad you're settling whatever argument you two had.
Thanks, Mom.
Ooh.
Anyways, we are making enough to where I could get you a house, and it wouldn't be difficult.
You have a job down there. Is it... Tell me you're not selling more drugs, my boy.
Oh, I'm not very good at that, you'll find, so you shouldn't have to worry about that, Mom.
And you're not getting involved with the wrong sort, are you?
No. Everything's above boards, don't worry.
Imagine
I
you
need
just glide
you
so.
to make me a deception.
I just imagine you glance
Okay.
over at the. You're not here at the wrong crowd, right? You just see Shamrock coughing on a
Yeah,
cigar.
baby, hot
Oh,
dog!
Okay.
The cleric of lying.
I can imagine that.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad, son. Listen, don't. I'll call you tomorrow. I do need to go to bed soon. But I'll call you tomorrow. And Finn, it's
Just
really
the
great
fun?
to hear from you.
It's good to hear you too, Mom.
I love you, son.
I love you too. Be careful, okay?
All right. Mwah.
He's not gonna do a kissy back, but he's like blushing a little bit. He's really happy.
The phone clicks.
Oh,
I'll go back in. Well, like I'll take a moment to collect myself, but then I'll go back in.
Okay. Meanwhile, everyone else has a map of the city that's been laid out with the updated Falcone territory. Dimitri, I don't think I ever got you to do me an investigation roll.
the final one? Yeah, you didn't.
Go ahead, and I need another one from Edwin, please.
Oh, okay.
Can I
Not
go?
great.
Yeah.
So we'll say it just takes. It's not quite certain, but
Oh. Well, okay then.
So that's over the course of the days that we investigate.
uh,
That's what we learn.
that's. I'm just gonna speed run it a little bit so that we're not taking up 5 days of everyone's time.
For sure.
So yeah, that's. This is the more accurate, but not quite like down to the meter. Movements or territories, I should say, of the various criminal organizations.
Okay. Cool.
You
We
guys are
worked
kind of
it all-
boxed in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was about to say, have we worked it all in expanding our own territory into like
That's what we
these
were.
places
that's
around
what I was
us?
planning. That's what I was going to be working on.
Yeah, we kind of been in and out for a while.
Yeah, you guys haven't exactly been working hard on it. Speaking of expanding, there's actually a great place just outside the commercial district. Over. Let's draw a shape. We'll do a dark green. Over here. There's actually it's an old mansion that's been abandoned for a while that's being used for certain underground elements. You're not quite sure what. But it is fairly near the Falcone territory. And if you feel like if you could pen in both sides of the street, you could work your way towards the middle much easier.
All right.
I'll give
So-
Dimitri that for free.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna assume that yeah. Continuing on from where I'm sorry, I'm confused. What's going on? I'm a little airheaded right now.
So, you guys have laid out a map. So
All
formally comes back in. You guys have laid out a map, and Edwin and Dimitri have finished explaining. You know, we found some elements here, here, and here, and so this is what we believe. And they kind of drew on the map to be the current
All right.
disposition of territories, and Maria was talking about, like, what's our next move? And everyone was like, yeah, what's our next move? And then you remember that you had heard while you were walking around the shopping district about this old manor, the Mehovic house.
All right, so Maria, recommendation.
Come again?
Yeah.
Recommendation, Maria. Maria. Perhaps we should get a good outline of our territory and moving on to the Muck District. Try to be a dominant force there. If we can control a good portion of that area, we can get a good income and maybe cut off a good bit of income from other places of the other families in the process, starting with the Falcones, of course.
Not a bad idea by any means.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Let's set
moving
up
on the
shop.
mansion there, moving on the mansion here, doing a bit of scouting first and foremost would be a good idea. That's just a recommendation.
Do we know what this mansion is? Does anyone own it? What is it currently being
It's-
used for?
That we would need to do a bit more scouting for. I'm not quite sure. It's just I do know there's some underground elements there. I don't know who owns it.
You guys can do me a history.
Edwin knows a lot about history.
I know the area at least.
Ooh, very
Hey.
good.
If I use this in conjunction with I do have profession in training in history, and if I use it in conjunction with my underground contacts, could I feature what I get an advantage?
Maria tried. Yes, we can say you can get advantage on this, sure.
I don't
Um,
have to.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have magic glasses that give me advantage on arcane and history checks. Does that count when I'm not reading?
Magic.
Yeah, they're magic. So
Okay. I mean, your advantage doesn't matter in this case, but
okay,
I mean, you already beat the DC for it.
got it.
You all, Shamrock and I assume we're still going by Shamrock. So Shamrock and Edwin. So Maria knows that it's an ancient by the terms of Chicago, manor that was built here around the time of the founding of the city. Let's see, Fritz and Dimitri know that this is the Mehovic house, Meyhovic. The manor owned by a rather rich family with a long history of works in the area. Edwin and Edwin and Shamrock. I don't think we got one from formerly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it went through. It made the noise like it rolled, but I might have also just heard somebody else's go through.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Edwin formerly
That's-
and Shamrock all know. That the Mehovics fell into hard times and eventually, like, not enough for them to, like, be considered, like, poor by any means, but it went from upper class to middle class. Around the same time, something caused the entire family to disappear. We only know this because when the tax collectors went around to find out why they hadn't given up any money recently, the entire family was missing, and the only traces of them was signs of a scuffle in a few rooms. Since then, the place has been thought to be haunted because the people that go into it have heard sounds of movement in nearby rooms, or the rattling of chains, some people who like. This is the kind of place where kids would like dare each other to go and spend the night there. You know, go to the old haunted mansion on the hill, kind of thing.
Given my underground specialization, does that give me any?
Hold on, let me finish. So, people have claimed that they see pools of blood. There have been several disappearances of children. See the previous reasons in the area, or who have been seen heading towards it, and so. The police have put up a police tape and said okay, don't go in here because something weird's going on. Despite multiple investigations, nothing has ever turned up as to what's causing the disappearances. They just locked it down and said we can't afford to spend any more resources on this. It is rumored this is just rumors that you guys are putting your heads together and coming to, that the lord of the head of the family, let's say, had murdered his wife and children to stop them from, I'd rather us all die together than be poor, kind of thing. And the urban legend is that he murdered his wife and children and then killed himself, and their ghosts haunt the mansion to this very day. Ooh. So you buying a hot dog or what, kind of thing.
Sure.
That's the rumors going around.
All right.
So, the Mayhovics, you said was the name.
Mhm.
They used to own this mansion. The family started having financial troubles. All that was found in the mansion was from the people that were there to collect taxes. They found that there was some kind of a scuffle, and nobody was there. There was nothing there.
No signs of the inhabitants or bodies.
And there were no bodies or anything like that. And the rumor, urban legend, whatever, is that the father, head of the family, whatever, killed his wife and children as a we'll end this together kind of a thing.
Yep.
And that they now haunt the mansion. Did I miss anything?
Except it's not we'll end this together, because that implies that they were willing participants.
Right, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the urban legend. Yeah, you got it. But it's rumored to be used at various times. It's like a crack den, and children go in there. There's trials of bravery. I dare you to spend a night at the old creepy mansion. So on and so forth. Like the typical 90s movie bullshit. However, people going in there sometimes didn't come back. And the police tried multiple times to figure out what's going on. They even brought in exorcists and experts and everything else. No one could figure out what was going on. And so the police just cordoned it off with police tape and, locked the gates and said, no one's allowed in. Don't go in for your own safety.
So we wouldn't be able to purchase the territory. We would have to squat there effectively.
It's for sale technically, but it's not for sale, but it's one
Buy
of those
from the
things
bank,
where
but
the police, the city which owns the property at this time, due to collecting the property as payment on their taxes that they're back owed, would not feel comfortable selling it to you until the issue is gone. You could persuade them to do so.
But it's also one of those things that if we do so, we'll also have to sign a waiver.
If you do so, you're gonna have to deal with whatever's caused people to disappear before you can start using it.
Okay.
But
Haunted mansion, I might have it.
Yeah, you guys wanted another heist.
There it is.
Here it is.
Halloween heist.
Spooky heist.
So it's 10:17. We're going to call it here for tonight.
I'm coming into your mansion and I'm stealing your fucking ghosts.
And I'm fucking them.
I'm fucking them.
Can we do a Muppet
Call me the ghost
Halloween-
busted nutters.
a Muppet Haunted Mansion episode?
Oh
Well,
my
we can do that
God.
next time.
Oh,
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Next time on the Unhung Titty.
On the Unsung City. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh my god, dude, it's all
Bye-bye.
skulls.